Welcome back, everybody, and it is time. We are able to purchase one of the big fields. We are actually going to do the one that's right across the street from here, and let's just go ahead and do that right quick. So, let me zoom out right quick. So these two fields, these bottom ones, uh, 443 and 446. Whereas these two fields up top, a little bit cheaper, 142, or I'm sorry, 421. I'm being dyslexic today. I apologize. But this is the field we're buying. Like I said, it is directly across the road from us. So let's get that purchased. And we really do need bigger equipment than what we have. Because with the equipment we currently have, it will take us forever to um, work this field. Now, fortunately, it is actually ready to be planted now. We are going to continue to do grass and turning it to silage, but we are going to be changing up how we're turning the grass to silage. Now, with that being said, our trailer, our forage wagon trailer, it's nearly full. And that's even with a much extended capacity. Our two fermenting silos are uh, essentially full. So we need to do something with our grass to turn it to silage. Fortunately, we did just harvest. We do need to fertilize if we want to get maximum yield out of it. In all honesty, at this point, well, I, I don't know if we're going to mess with it this go around until we get um, it built. So let's start off. Like I said, this is going to take forever to do with the small equipment we have. Um, but I do want to go ahead and get started so that we can get a harvest off of the field this winter. But um, let's see. Oh wow, 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 wow. I am going to go ahead and put a hired hand in this truck and get him started. Um, it's going to take, well, it's going to take quite a while. Uh, and I got a feeling we're going to actually run into a situation of we'll run out of, we might actually even run out of money um, paying for the seed, but we will see. So, um, he's off to the races, but now what I am planning on doing is, all right, let me scroll up. So our current setup is using these guys right here. Um, we've got two of these. We've got one there, and we have one over here. Um, very, very convenient. Now, another thing we could do is this guy is much larger, much higher input output. we are actually going to do is we are going to do a silo, or well, um, a bunker silo. Now, that's a small one. This is a bigger one. All right. These are the ones we're going to be using. These are much larger. And more than likely, what's going to end up happening, I'm probably going to leave this section the way it is. I like it, the size it is. These two small spots here, they're just not worth the hassle of working. Um, so what we'll end up doing is piling up. We'll probably run them like this. Um, we'll have 1, 2, 3. Might be able to squeeze 4 right here, and we'll try to squeeze a couple of them here. I don't know if we're going to be able to like put one here, and then that's going to be close. We might be able to do it. Basically have like that, and then the other facing the other direction, facing so that they both open up to the center. Now, what's so special about these silos is they're what's called drive over. It actually, if it works like the one in FS22 does, um, it has an actual roof on it that you can drive over and dump the grass in without having to worry about getting stuck. And if it works that way, it's going to be so much easier for doing. So that is my plan. Um, it is going to take quite a while. Well, I say it's going to take a while. I'll actually probably be able to start building these next in September. But it's going to take, it'll be a while before I get fully built out on them. So, and then the next thing, let's pull up the big map. Eventually, I plan on owning all 4 fields. And I'm probably going to join it all 4 fields into one field, which is going to be utterly massive. So this one we're 183 acres, 173, 173. Well, these 2 fields down here, they're counting the acreage right here along this road. So they're not quite as big, but so the fields are pretty well going to be close to the same size as these 2 fields are. So we're looking 170 times 4. 680, almost 700 acres. 700 acres of grass is going to be insane. So our current setup is just not going to cut it. So what we'll end up doing is we're probably going to end up going over to a forage harvester. Most likely we're going to use the lizard colossus harvester. This is a pack that just recently came out. One thing we'll have to do is go discharge speed fast, Engine setup, we will probably bump it up a little bit in power, and the reason for that is bumping up speed. Um, and the rest of it, it's just settings or personal preferences. But and then with that, let's go over the header. Clauses. This guy. Yep. We'll end up going with this guy. And we can run the standard working with. We're not going to be. Mainly because of just how big of a work area we're going to be working. We will. We got a few different options. We could jump it up to 25 meter or 50 meter. We will be doing the 50 meter just because we got a lot of work or a lot of area to work, and that's just going to make things go quicker for us. Now, one of the things we could do is, and it's too wide. Never mind. Can't show you on this. Let me see. Well, of course I can't. It's not showing. Let's see. Is there something that's narrower? Maybe. Yeah, that's. Well, some of these headers have markers that make it easier to see what you see the area you're working. Let's actually jump over to one of these headers, maybe, possibly. Yeah, no, it's not showing me. But um, some of those headers they have markers to make things easier to see. So definitely something we're going to be looking at or putting on there. But that's a little time in the future. It's going to take us a while before we're to that point. But another thing we will be needing to do when we get those bunker silos, we are going to have to get a trailer for hauling the silage. More than likely, we'll just get a semi trailer to haul it. Um, Probably end up using. Actually, it doesn't look like we have it currently installed. Um, I'll probably end up using the same trailer I've been using a lot here lately because of just its insane capacity. Cuts down on time running back and forth because we're making less trips. But the next thing we're going to need is something to load the silage into the trailer. We're going to be looking at probably a front loader. We're probably going to go with a big guy. Let's see. I've probably already scrolled past them. Yeah. Um, but we're going to be getting a front loader, something along the lines of Volvo, probably, and then a bigger bucket. Now, I probably will. I might end up just installing one of the larger bucket or front loaders. I've got some. I just don't have those mods turned on this playthrough. Another option we could do is conveyor belts. A couple different options on that. Actually, there's one other thing we could do. Let's see if I got it turned on or got that app turned on or mod on. This guy right here. Um, Actually, that does not do silage, so won't be able to use that one. But we could end up doing conveyor belts. Let's see. Oh, here's the option. Um, Now this is this I'd be able to use with, well, technically I could use it on this little Mercedes. This Mercedes does not have a fifth wheel, so we would end up using it on this truck. This truck has the fifth wheel, and it's got the 3-point hitch on the front. So this is the truck I'd end up using it on. So that's the route we would go with it. But that's one option. The other option would be, or another option would be, um, conveyor belts. We could do it a couple different ways. Using this to lift it up onto this conveyor, and then using this from this conveyor going into a trailer. That is one option. Or there are some modded versions of this out there that will automatically pick up from the ground. But more than likely, we're going to do the front loader. Front loader is just more realistic. So that's probably the route we're going to go. But in the meantime, it's going to take this guy quite a long time to get this taken care of, get this planted. So I think I'm going to call this episode here. I want to say thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, follow, leave a comment, and I really hope to catch you guys next time. Take care and have yourselves a wonderful day.